Right, we have a special treat for you today. Behind me is the brand new for 2025 TaylorMade tour truck. So we're going to have a sneak peek inside, meet the team, find out what they get up to, and see all of the different things that they stock in there. Follow me. Oh wow.
What do you think?
Good, very impressive. Thank you very much for having us on the truck.
No worries.
So, where should we start?
Where do you want to start?
So what is new for 2025? I think
okay,
that's
so
probably
the glaring obviously thing that I would like to say about the old truck versus what we've done on this truck is right behind us in here is the office. We had a fixed unit in our old truck, which was a smaller office. You could only really get about 3 people in there. Now I'll bring you through and I'll show you this big new office that we have. So through here is now our meeting room come chill out area for our players that just want to escape what's going on, hide from you guys, the media.
Wow,
And so yeah, it's just like we've got a workstation here. So one thing we're big on is showing stats to players. It helps when we're building clubs for these players, spotting gaps in their game where they can get better at. So we'll just sit here. We've got HDMI ports that actually plug up onto here. So we can, if imagine if you're a player, I can show you your stats from the weeks that you've played.
Yeah.
And then we can just go through like what areas of the golf bag do we need to create something better for you to play better golf. And that is one thing that we do in here. We have fridges that are in these cabinets here. We've got a massive seating area there, wireless chargers. You know, home away from home is pretty much the brief for this truck.
I was going to say it is very spacious. You could live in here quite comfortably.
Yeah, I mean, trust me, I'll be lying across there when there's nothing to do.
Is this when the players come on here and they just want to relax, have a chat? Will this kind of primarily be where they hang out?
You imagine these players are away for 8 weeks at a time, right?
Yeah.
You know, they've got family at home. It's nice to have the doors come shut now, and then you can sit here, FaceTime loved ones, and make sure that they're all okay, and then look forward to getting home, I'd imagine. So yeah, we have like our hats, just like general hats that are kept in here, nicely hidden away.
Oh yeah, very nice.
And then the ones that are left there is all our player specific hats. I'll show you those now. Yeah, but normally we would have the golf on these TVs here. But yeah, the players will come on and grab their own hats out of here and stuff like that each week. So some familiar names there, but mostly our DP World Tour players.
Very cool.
So that's the office. Just push this button here to get this Star Trek-y door open.
All of the mod cons.
Yeah, exactly. And then the kitchen area is a very, very, very popular part of this truck, mainly for caddies. Straight on, double espresso, straight to the range.
Very nice.
So we just keep our snacks and stuff like that. Exactly. Seating area either side. So obviously what we wanted to try and do is when people come on this trailer, is they're not actually feel like they have to always gravitate towards coming into the workshop.
Sure.
They don't want a shaft in the eye or anything like that, and we obviously don't want to do that. So yeah, we've worked out we could probably get about 12 people sitting down in the office, and obviously in these areas as well. Our previous truck would have about 5 or 6 people being able to sit somewhere.
I was going to say, is this quite a lot larger, like square footage wise?
No, so actually the trailer itself is not that much bigger.
Oh, okay.
Obviously we're restricted for European driving laws. Yeah. We can't go taller unless we want half a tour truck turning up in Paris with the bridge height in France. So we can't go like that, and we've gone like 100 mil wider each side.
Oh wow, that's
so
really not
it's
that much.
Not that much at all. But what we've been able to do with the new generation of these trailers is the floor doesn't come up as high.
Yeah.
So we've been able to shallow up the drawers, keep the maximum amount of space, but actually make more of an open plan area.
Nice.
If you've seen our other truck as well, we used to have big storage units across the truck where we would keep a lot of stuff. It just takes up so much room and it's quite ugly. So we just try to get rid of that and store a lot of it in here or underneath in the pods.
I was going to say, it's all very neat and tidy. Yes. Everything looks very nicely kind of tucked away.
And it still has that new car smell, but it won't have that. Trust me, a week in, it won't have that. If it rains in Belgium, it won't be smelling this good.
So how many of you are typically, come tournament week, on deck, so to speak?
So most weeks on tour would have one technician. Our technician Alex is the best golf club builder in the world, so we're very fortunate to have him. He would predominantly be on this truck. He's the face of the truck. The only thing he's not allowed to do, which he'll agree with, is he's not allowed to choose a music, because he listens to a lot of grime music, and that's just not a vibe for me. So I have my own playlist that I'll put on. But he controls it. He's the face of the truck. He gets on with everyone. He's brilliant. So he'll predominantly be on here, and then it's my job to get my TrackMan and get out on the range and give him orders. It's kind of like I'm the ugly waitress and he's the head chef.
I wouldn't do stuff
so I kind of place the orders with him, and then I have to go and give it to the players. So we'll just do a quick whiz around in here, and then so our old trailer, we had a shaft rack, like I just said, right down the end of the trailer. That used to be 50 inches coming out. which took up so much space. So with the shaft rack behind us here is basically now what we've ended up with. So we pull this up here and we get all of our iron shaft rack. So we get unbelievable support from these guys. It's free marketing for them as well. Like, we want to get TaylorMade product into the best players' hands. They want their arrows, we call them, in our heads. So they give us great support there. And then in here we keep all of our graphite stuff. And then this is the money drawer here, where we have our Team TaylorMade players. So we have Tiger, Scottie, Rory there, for example, Colin and Tommy in the next drawer along, Charlie Hull and Nelly Corder. You know, we might see these guys once or twice a year, sorry. But we just like to make sure that if they do need anything, we're on hand and we have stock. The last thing we want to do is have Tiger come on and say, hey, can I have a new lob wedge? And we turn around and say, sorry mate, we haven't got your shaft. Which I don't think I'd call him mate, but I'll be like, I'm so sorry, let me find one.
Mr. Woods, I'm so sorry.
So that's pretty much our shaft rack. So again, it looks neat and tidy, looks part of the trailer. We didn't want people's eyes to come onto this truck and go, hey, that's where the shafts go. We just wanted it to be nicely kept, all branded quite nicely, neat, tidy, everything has its place.
I'm liking the QI35 neons as well.
Yeah,
all very
it's pretty
smart.
cool, but we've got so many of these strip LEDs in here, to try and colour match them all up is quite a hard task.
I can imagine.
But yeah, we get on with it well. So the side that we're on here would predominantly be Alex's side of the truck. So he will be here. Everything is built for speed on this trailer. Sometimes you have such a narrow window with a player in a practice round, they're teeing off in half an hour. If I place an order with Alex for a driver, he'd have it built in 25 minutes. Really? Yeah, set, ready to go.
That was going to be one of my next questions. Is how long from order hitting the deck
to
order
hitting the deck,
the hand?
If it's the only order on, 25 minutes.
And is that the same for every club? Is that, or does some take a
full set of irons? I mean, we do build quite a few irons on the truck, but a lot of that is done sort of in house, and we ship it to the players so they can get used to them and stuff. But
got it.
A set of irons on the trailer, looking at an hour. A single golf club, 25 minutes.
Wow.
So it's quick turnaround time.
We're
like a very, very slow Formula One pit crew. But in the eyes of golf club building, we're fairly quick, if that makes sense. Nice. So yeah, we have everything down here. I'll open up some of these drawers for you to see. So we've got foam cutouts now. Lovely. The marketing team love us for this.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It looks so beautiful. You know, once 2 or 3 of these heads are missing out of the trailer, I mean, it doesn't look as great, but we have everything locked and loaded. This is now ready for our first event. So everything in these drawers, we are ready to go. We'll go to Sudal, which will be notoriously, looking back on the last 9 years of doing this job, is the first truck event, and we've got a new trailer. This is going to be busier than we've ever had it before. So people will be coming on. They might not need golf clubs, but they'll definitely be coming on, chilling on here. But yeah, this is all fully ready. So that we've got fairway woods in here, we've got drivers, we have irons down by where you are here. We've got some wedge heads in here also. Every bounce, every loft, everything you can think of, high toe, MG4, all of the weights are in the wall here. So everything is component. So the way it would work, order comes in, Alex grabs his shaft, comes over to here, grabs what he needs, the headwise, flips around, grind, cut, bend, everything. 25 minutes.
How many kind of, when you're at full capacity, how many clubs are you at total?
Depends how many hours Al wants to work. If Alex wants to work a full day, which he's so quick at building. You know, we could build anything from, I guess, 100 units a day. Really?
And how when you were at full capacity in terms of heads, shafts, how many clubs are there on the truck at any one time? Hundreds.
I don't know. Should we start counting?
Well, I've got about
I don't
90, know. 90 MG4.
I mean, look, we tried to keep at least 12 of everything.
Got it. Okay.
Drivers more so 20 of each loft and driver, and then irons. We keep 6 sets of each iron, because you're never going to go through 6 sets a week, right? So the truck will come back for a restock, but Alex likes to keep 15 of each head, 20 of each head, just to make sure that we're all good.
And is there historically one event that is busier than any other? Does it kind of come the Open or something?
I mean, to be honest with you, the first truck event, because these guys, I landed from Johannesburg this morning at 5 a.m. So I've been away. I've done 7 of 8 weeks so far on tour this year, and I've not seen a tour truck yet. So the players are the same, right? Yeah. So we do a lot of work with them in the Middle East. We kind of just fit everything. I check in 3 flight cases at 32 kilos, and then we just crack on. As soon as the truck hits that first truck event, everyone's on here for loft and lies, re-grips, new wedges, everything. You imagine we've got that 12 players and we're doing all of that. It's a busy week.
Got it.
But yeah, I mean, we just try to make sure that the truck is at best it can be for the initial launch of it on the DP World Tour. But the Open, believe it or not, is actually quite a quiet event for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's all in the preparation.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have our limited edition staff bags and stuff like that. That is all done in house. Carl, our coordinator, does everything with that. I mean, he embroidering and all sorts. He's an absolute gem for us in that front. But it's just like when you get to the event, the Archon players are very, very dialed in what they have. So you might build up a low bounce wedge for links golf or something like that, or a 2-iron so they can take 5-wood out or whatever. But other than that, it's kind of like they're all set. Yeah. They know what they need, and then you just work away. Yeah.
So that story you told earlier about Colin Morikawa switching in. Is that quite a rare occurrence then, is it? Yeah.
It's a cool story, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
fantastic.
I mean, it's like Colin hadn't played a lot of links golf.
Yeah.
So he came over and he was getting his P730s that was just sticking in the ground and can't get them out. You know, he's used to playing in America with a different grass. And we're just like, hey, he needs more bounce on his irons. Let's just go MC, keep the same loft and lie, swing weights, everything the same. And it's just, it worked.
Next thing you know, you're an Open champion.
Next thing you know, that's what we're in the game for though, right? I mean, it's
100%.
You know, that element of trust. He trusted us to come up with something that was great, and we produced on that front. I mean, we didn't actually hit any of the shots. So still has to hit it, right?
He's the god. You do all the building.
We set up the tools, and then there you go.
The F1 pit crew is a good, good comparison.
Slow F1 pit crew.
Yeah. Very
cool. So yeah, we've got everything loaded in here.
Yeah.
If we flip round to this middle counter now, this is what I absolutely love about this trailer, is the fact that I can be working on that side, Alex can be working on that side, we're not interfering with anyone, everything is here. So putter, loft and lie, iron, loft and lie. If I've got a play and I'm just checking a lie, I don't have to interfere with anyone. Just come on, check, away I go.
It's all very, very well positioned, I imagine. A lot of thought went into
it.
Yeah,
I mean, this has been a 3-year project for us.
Yeah.
You know, you from sketching stuff on our old trailer with little bits of masking tape saying, hey, we can put this here, to chalk drawings in our yard at the office.
Oh really? That detailed?
Yeah, of course, because we just wanted to make sure that everything flowed.
Yeah.
And you know, if it didn't flow, then we could make the changes on scrap bits of paper.
I guess you don't want to constantly be knocking into each other. And
exactly, and that's the thing that we didn't want to have. We didn't want it to feel very, very tight and claustrophobic, and everyone just felt like they were in each other's way. We wanted everyone to have like a part to play.
Do you have a favourite station? Is there one part of the build that you really enjoy?
Alex is our putter specialist in Europe. He loves putters, so he will be on this like you would not believe. For me, I'll show you in a minute, but I really like the grinding wheel because obviously you can recreate grinds. You don't become a club assembly, you become an actual builder when you're designing your own grind. I like this machine, loft and lie for the irons. I also love this station over here. So this is our Della Cruz machine, the golf instruments machine, which gives me the true loft and lie of a driver. So when the driver goes in, I can edit the lie at the top, then I put the pins on the face and it tells me the loft. So if you've got a 10.5 degree driver and you've set it to lower, it will tell me what the actual true loft is of that.
Okay.
So important when I'm cherry picking heads for like Rory or someone like that likes to see it look a certain way, but I need to get the loft exactly the same.
Do quite a lot of players play a slightly different loft to what you see on the head? Is it
I mean, like, because we've got the FCTs, like the sleeves, right? So that's face changing technology. So it also affects the loft, but also how the golf club sits, the lie angle of the golf club. So when we have a yearly product life cycle like we have, obviously QI10 last year, QI35 this year, a great starting point is getting exactly the same loft for loft. What is the new driver doing for a player versus what it did last year? So we always use this machine to start afresh. Okay. They would be my favourite too. And then you have the grinding wheel in a nice little cupboard in its own hole. So we were just there, we can just sort of shape away using this belt here, recreate the grinds, go from an America type grass to here's a links one. Yeah. Get it low, spinning, check-in, whatever, all of that cool stuff. That is what I really like. That gets the juices flowing almost.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
Safety goggles on for that bad boy, I imagine.
Safety goggles on. Full PPE. Full PPE. I'm not getting any sparks in my eyes.
No,
you only get one set of eyes. And then that's pretty much our trailer, to be honest. Cool. Everything, you know, that would be my side. I have a select few of driver heads, fairway heads over there, so I can go ahead and build if Alex is really busy.
I see you've got some grips over here as well.
And then I'll just show you here. So we have, just like the player's shaft rack, we also have the player's grips. So,
oh wow,
you can imagine we've got like, this is the TaylorMade, Team TaylorMade section here. So we have like Tiger and Scottie in the top. So if I'm building something for targets, go straight over there.
Yeah, yeah.
The gripping station's behind you there.
Very cool.
And then this bit here with the fake grass, a little bit of golf course vibe.
Yeah.
This is our good to go section. So caddy's sitting here, let's say.
Yeah.
He can just literally lean over and just grab them. And we do have like
You've got some I
weights
see,
and stuff
all of
like
that. Yeah, very nice.
So we just have everything ready to go.
Golf balls?
Golf balls, they're in the covers.
Ah, okay, let's have a look at some golf balls.
So this is our cubby holes, if you like, for our players. So you can go in and see, like, if we've got something for Rory, we'll just open up. We've got Rory McIlroy's TP5X. He's obviously just switching to TP5, so we'll just keep those in there as well, just in case he ever wants to go back. So the players would come on, grab this stuff. Normally take 3 dozen balls a week, 4 gloves and 3 hats.
Nice.
Obviously Nike have these hats, so we don't worry about those. But then the player will come on, go into the office and grab his out of his slot, which ones he wants for a week. He might want a blue one for the week, or a white one, extra white or black or whatever. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Very, very cool. Wow, thank you so much for having us on.
No
Pleasure to meet you.
You got it.
And this place is, jealous. You get to spend a lot of time on here.
Yeah, well, we might not like it after a few years, trust me.
Right, take care, Sam.
Cheers.